All right, today is day 5. It's currently 1:40 a.m. I was so close to going to sleep without finishing this day, but I gotta stay consistent. It's only been 5 days and I'm already starting to lag. So let me go over this real quick. We're gonna go over check condition is true or false, check multiple conditions, how to use switch statements, and how to use ternaries. This mainly had to do with like else if statements if anyone has done any other type of code. So we'll see in a second. Start with open. All right, so this is classic if else statements. If score is greater than 80, then print great job. Score is 85, so it's gonna print great job. See right there, great job. Same thing over here. Same stuff. If statements, pretty simple. Yeah, I'm just gonna run through this. That's pretty basic. I already know this stuff. Next was this was if statements as well, but we started getting to else if. We can continue an if statement as long as we want, as long as we keep adding else if, and then we finish it off with else. I believe you have to finish it off with else for it to work. In this example, we let A equal false, B equals true. If A, code to run if this is true. So I believe these run off of booleans. There has to be a condition. We already set A as true or false, so we don't have to set a condition here, unlike this right here where we say if temperature is greater than 20, then we do what's in there. But we already set them here, so if A, code to run if it's true. It's false, so it goes to B. B is true, so it stops there. It keeps going until it finds it true. And then if we don't ever have it true, we could end it with default. I think we'll go over that next. But this is just going over if else. Another interesting thing to keep in mind is you could only use print within the if statement. You can't use it outside of it. That's where ternaries will come in, and we'll go over that on the ternary section. But yeah, you always have to define a condition. It works on Boolean, so it always has to end up either true or false. Age is 16. If age is greater than or equal to 18, print you can vote in the next election. There's 16, so this shouldn't work. Should move on, or should I guess nothing happens because it's not true. If they're less than 18, just print this. So let's see what this does. Yep, sorry, you're too young to vote. Now, if I were to do this, it's two separate if statements, but I could also just do an else where I'm like, if they're older than 18 or equal to 18, you can vote. Anything other than that, sorry, you're too young. So I could change this to else, I believe. Let's see. Else if. Try that. There it is. Sorry, you're too young to vote. Oh, else wouldn't need a condition. So if I did else, I could just do this. Just do else. And then print. Anything other than not older than 18 is going to say, sorry, you're too young. Yep. So else if still needs a condition. If there's an if, you need a condition. This is a condition within an if within an if. So temperature is 23. If temperature is greater than 20, you check if it's less than 30. If it's between them, you do pass. Did it again right here. Temperature is 222. If temperatures, this is another way to do an if and an if at the same time. So this is like the more inefficient way to do it. This is the more efficient way to do it. Temperature is 222. If temperature is greater than 200 and less than 300, print pass. So yeah, we should be writing it like this. This is the or function. It's the same thing, if statement, but with an or. If user age is greater than or equal to 18, or he has parental consent, or parental consent equals true, print you can buy the game. Another thing I mentioned here is I can remove the true because it's already identified in the variable right here. So let me remove that. We'll test it out. It should still work. So the user is 18. Parental consent is true. So he's less than 18, but because it's an or, parental consent is true, so he'll still be able to buy the game. You can buy the game. You see this right here? Then we did it with enums. Made a quick enum with different vehicles. Variable trans stands for transportation. We'll start with vehicle test because it has to be identified. Oh, I did test because I was trying to test something. I was trying to test this else. Because let's go through the logic. If transportation equals vehicle airplane or vehicle helicopter, it's gonna say let's fly. So if I were to change this to airplane or helicopter, it should say let's fly. Else if transportation equals bicycle. I almost said bicycle in Arabic. But anyways, I hope there's a bike path. Alright, so long story short, if else. We've already been through this. I'm just rambling right now. I'm so tired. I don't even know if anyone's gonna see this. Probably for myself in the future when I get rich and famous. Enum weather. So what is this? This is switch statements. This is when I started losing focus, to be honest, but let me try to see if I remember. We started by making an enum of weather, case, sun, rain, wind, snow. Forecast starts with wind. The weather is wind. Switch forecast. So what's nice about this is it's pretty much like an if else, but with it identifies whatever the forecast is. So because it's wind, it should come out with wear something warm. Wear something warm. Let's see. Let me change it to snow. Should come out to school is canceled. Now, if weather's unknown, our forecast generator is broken. Yeah. Oh, wait. I want to see if this works. What if we don't do anything? Yeah, it's not gonna work. What if I just do dot? Nope. Has to be identified. We'll put unknown. Okay. So let place equals Clark. So switch. Another way we used it is without making an enum, just using switch on its own. If the place is Gotham, we'll get your Batman. If it's Spider-Man, we'll say get your Spider-Man. Clark, your Superman. Default. This is the default function I was talking about earlier. So because I set it to Clark, we should get your Superman. Your Superman. If I remove it and don't identify the variable yet, should get to who are you. Or if I do something that's not there, who are you? Because it couldn't identify a case. So that's what the default is used for. Now, this was the best thing I learned, was the fall through. So the purpose of this is that normally with a switch, whenever it gets something, it stops there and puts out the function. It's a little blurry. I don't know if that helps. But with the fall through, so when I do this, like I made day equal 5 and print hello world. So hello world is going to show up every time because that's just the order of operations essentially. Switch day. If case equals 5, it'll print day 5. If I do case equals 2, it'll just do day 2, I believe. Hello world and day 2. Hello world's gonna show up every time. So the way fall through works is it'll do. Here, let me do fall through. fall through here. This should do day 2 and then drop to the next one and also print day 1, if I remember correctly. Day 2, day 1. So if I do it, so fall through allows it to go to the next case and keep going. So if I put fall through on everything and make it 5, it should come out with hello world and then day 5 and count down all the way to ending. Let's see. Hello world, day 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ending. Okay, that switches. And finally, ternaries. Ternaries. So the way ternaries work is we're adding a condition and a true or false and a true or false all in one line. So we're letting age equals 18, and we can create a variable within a variable. So letting age equal 18, then let can vote. So pretty much a variable that's going to decide if someone can vote or not. It's going to be if age is greater than or equal to 18. This is the syntax you do, question mark. And then the left side is true, the right side is false. So if they're over 18, then yes, because can vote is what we're trying to identify, and no. So let's see, this should say yes because he's 18. If I change it to, let's say 15, should say no. No. An acronym that we use is WTF, the what, which is the condition, the true, which is whatever you want to put out over here, and then the false being the right side. So WTF for ternary. Another example is we let hour equal 18. Print if hour. Oh, this was nice about ternary. You could do pretty much, this is essentially a short version of an if-else statement, all within a print function. While if you do it straight up if-else, the print has to be at the very end to push out the result. But right now we can put all, with ternary you can put all within a print, which like cleans up your code. So print hour, this is condition, the what, WTF, so what. Hour is greater than or equal to 12, and then true, it's afternoon, and then false is before noon. Right now it's 18 hours, so it should be afternoon. And then to do with an array, we did, he said to create an array and then do a ternary to see if the array is empty or not and push out a result. So I made a quick array, data 1, 2, 3, a variable array count to count how many are in there, which is 3. And then all within a print, I said if array count is greater than 0, so if array count is greater than 0, so if it's true, it's going to push out array contains and then the variable data points. So it's going to be array contains 3 data points. If it's 0, she's going to say array is empty. So let's see. Should say contains 3 data points. Okay. Now let me delete this, see what happens. Should say it's empty. I don't know what the syntax is to keep it empty. Maybe it's that. No. Let array equal why doesn't that work? Empty. Explicit type. What if I just do 0? Nah, it's gonna count as a data point. Okay, well I don't know how to make an array empty, so I don't feel like figuring it out right now. But that's that. And then enum theme, case, light, dark. Those are 2 different types of themes. Let theme equals theme.dark. To identify an enum, we have to do dot, and then let background. So this is saying background variable equals, so theme, this right here, equals dot dark, which it does, black, because true. False if white. Because it's dot dark, it's going to come out as black. So it's going to print black. Now, what if I change this to light? What did that do to the condition? Makes it false. So it's going to print out white. Let's go. Alright, that's it. Day 5. See y'all tomorrow.